if we don't have enough good blood flow to our feet, we wind up actually having serious problems with walking, and it actually even gets worse. Our skin will actually open up and we'll actually have wounds that can actually not heal, become infected, get gangrenous, and it can lead to amputation.
Do your legs feel heavy, swollen, or even numb after sitting or standing for long periods? If so, your body might be sending you a signal that your circulation needs a boost. Poor blood flow, especially in the legs and feet, is a common problem affecting millions. But the good news? You can take control, starting with what you put on your plate. In this video, we'll dive deep into the foods that world-renowned physician Dr. William Li recommends to naturally improve circulation in your legs and feet. By the end, you'll have a list of powerful foods you can add to your diet. So stick around and take the first step toward healthier blood flow.
I'm a medical doctor. I can tell you that I work in this space, vascular space of blood flow. And one of the things that we focus on is making sure that all of our organs and all of our tissues, including the bones and muscles and skin of our legs, actually have good blood flow.
Dr. William Li is an internationally recognized physician, scientist, and author whose revolutionary research focuses on food as medicine. He has spent years studying how what we eat can directly influence our health defenses, including improving circulation. His insights have transformed the way we think about healing our bodies, from the inside out. So, what foods can give your circulation a serious boost? Let's begin with one of Dr. Li's top picks, beans.
Beans are a good source of dietary fiber. They've got healthy fats in them. And it turns out that beans improve your metabolism by burning down harmful body fat. That lowers inflammation, and by shrinking harmful fat, burning down harmful fat, we're actually unloading our circulation as well. When you've got a lot of fat, your blood's got to pump out against basically a wall of fat, blood through a wall of fat. So decreasing excess body fat, visceral fat, is actually a good thing.
Beans are a real powerhouse for your body, especially when it comes to improving circulation. The secret lies in their rich fiber content, which helps lower bad cholesterol, one of the key culprits behind clogged arteries. When your arteries are clear, blood flows smoothly, especially to areas where circulation can be sluggish, like your legs and feet.
Decreasing inflammation is good for your blood vessels, less damage to the lining of the blood vessels, and better metabolism steers you away from type 2 diabetes, and diabetes sets up for circulatory problems, so I said. So eat beans. All kinds of beans are good. I love navy beans, but black beans, kidney beans, and also other legumes like lentils and chickpeas are also really good. They're good generally for good general health. They activate your body's health defenses. They activate your metabolism, but they're also good to help support all the things that you need for better leg circulation and to avoid the problems that can actually cause severe peripheral arterial disease that progresses to intermittent claudication. That's pain every now and then when you're walking, and then pain all the time because you've got critical limb ischemia.
Not only that, but beans are packed with magnesium, a vital mineral that relaxes your blood vessels, allowing blood to flow freely and reducing pressure on your heart. Whether it's black beans, lentils, or chickpeas, adding just a serving of beans to your daily diet can have a major impact on your circulation and overall heart health. Carrots. Carrots aren't just for boosting your vision. These vibrant veggies are loaded with beta-carotene, which helps protect the inner lining of your blood vessels. This means less inflammation, less damage, and more flexibility for your arteries and veins. And when your blood vessels are healthy, blood can move more easily to your extremities, like your feet.
Carrots contain carotenoids, and studies in the Netherlands are showing foods eating carotenoids like carrots can lower excess body fat, burn away the extra visceral fat, which lowers inflammation, and that can actually unburden your circulation, making blood flow a little bit better. Now, carrots are also a good source of dietary fiber. Feeding your gut bacteria this fiber allows them to lower and streamline your metabolism of your lipids, which then makes it less likely you'll have a blockage. You see how this works? Good gut health, dietary fiber, better lipid management. Also, lowering inflammation is absolutely critical. And that's what researchers in the Netherlands found, is that eating foods with carotenoids like carrots lowers inflammatory markers in the bloodstream. That actually is super important because that lining of the blood vessels that you want to keep nice and slippery smooth. You don't want to have it roughed up.
Carrots are also high in potassium, which helps control blood pressure. By managing pressure levels, your blood vessels stay healthy and supple, allowing blood to circulate without obstruction. Add them to your salads, soups, or simply snack on them raw. Carrots are an easy, delicious way to keep your blood flowing smoothly. Garlic. Garlic is famous for more than just warding off colds. It's also one of the most potent foods for improving circulation. The key? Allicin, a sulfur compound found in garlic that naturally relaxes and expands your blood vessels. This process, called vasodilation, makes it easier for blood to travel to your legs and feet, reducing that heavy, sluggish feeling. In fact, studies show that regular garlic consumption can help reduce blood pressure and keep your arteries free from plaque buildup.
Garlic's been shown to lower blood lipids, all right? So lower blood cholesterol, lower the bad cholesterol, the LDL, maintain good or even raise good HDL cholesterol. And that's important to actually protect the blood vessels that you don't want to have narrowed into your legs and your feet. Now, garlic does another thing, which is really important to prevent these sort of heart attacks of the leg. Garlic prevents blood from clotting, all right? So it's anticoagulant. And remember I told you, the heart attack of the leg is where basically you have your blood clots, a narrowing in blood clots that can actually form on the roughed up lining of your leg blood vessels. And now you have a heart attack of the leg. And garlic actually keeps the blood flowing, all right? It interferes with platelet function, garlic does. And so when platelets are necessary to create a clot, it keeps the traffic moving. You know, it's kind of like a policeman near an area that has some road work, and the policeman, like garlic, is basically telling traffic, keep going, keep going, keep going, one at a time. And that's basically what garlic actually does to prevent blood from actually clotting.
Just a clove or two a day, whether in your cooking or eaten raw, can make a significant difference. It's a small change with big rewards for your circulation and heart health. Dark chocolate. Here's a treat for both your taste buds and your heart. Dark chocolate. But not just any chocolate. The darker, the better.
Dark chocolate itself is a candy. It's a confection. But dark chocolate is a candy made with high amounts of plant-based material called cacao. Cacao is actually what you use to make chocolate. But so dark chocolate has more cacao. You've heard about this, 70%, 80%, 90%, even 100% cacao. It comes from a seed pod that grow in tropical areas. And that seed pod, when you take out the seeds and you dry them, ferment them, crush them, is actually the basis for making chocolate. The more cacao there is, the darker the chocolate. Because it's plant-based, researchers have found that cacao actually contains polyphenols. In fact, these polyphenols are called flavonoids or cocoflavonoids. We know what some of them are, like proanthocyanidins and anthocyanins. These bioactives have been shown to be very, very important for blood vessel health. Number one, they lower inflammation. That anything that lower inflammation is actually good for the lining of the blood vessels, all right? They also lower the risk of blood clots. They improve overall circulation, and the proanthocyanidins from dark chocolate actually can help stimulate the body to produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is actually a gas, but it's more of a signal inside the body that actually recruits stem cells. So dark chocolate recruits stem cells into our bloodstream. By the way, we're all formed of stem cells. When you were in your mom's womb, before you were human looking, you were just a ball of cells, and it's stem cells that form that ball. And the stem cells could become anything. And that's how you develop the face. That's how you develop arms and legs and a heart, a kidney, and toenails. All right. They all came from stem cells. And so when we're born, we've got extra stem cells. It's kind of like I have an extra can of paint after you finish painting a room. And just like when you have extra paint, you put the cap on, you put it in your basement in case you need to do touch up. In our body, our stem cells after we're born, we've got excess. Those are packed up and they're kept in our bone marrow and other places as well. But the bone marrow contains a lot of stem cells. And dark chocolate actually recruits stem cells out of our bone marrow like bees flying out of a hive. And those stem cells go around looking for anything that needs to be repaired in our circulation, including in our leg and our feet. All right. So dark chocolate helps to improve circulation in our extremities, including our arms and our legs and our feet, and improves blood flow. And this has actually been shown in research that's been done looking at people in their 60s with known heart disease. and they've got blood vessels to begin with. And they did a test called flow-mediated dilation, where they actually put a blood pressure cuff on the arm, blow it up, hold it there, cut off the blood flow to the arm, okay, and then they suddenly let it go, and they use an ultrasound to measure how well the blood vessels rebound when their blood flow is returned. That is called flow-mediated dilation. It's a measure of vascular health. Okay, why is that important? Well, it's important because when in a clinical study, they took men who were in their 60s with known heart disease, they gave them just the equivalent of 2 cups of hot chocolate made with dark chocolate. Over 30 days, they actually found that stem cells came out into their bloodstream. More stem cells came into the bloodstream. They could measure them in each patient more over 30 days. And then when they measured flow-mediated dilation to see how resilient, how normal functioning the blood vessels are, they found that the dark chocolate hot cocoa intervention actually improved blood flow, improved blood vessel resilience, improved circulation. All right. And that was in the upper extremity, but the same thing would actually happen in your legs as well.
What's more, dark chocolate can help reduce arterial stiffness, a major factor in poor circulation in the legs and feet. Just a square or 2 a day can make a difference in improving your circulation without the guilt of too much sugar. Black tea. If you're looking for a simple, warm beverage that can improve circulation, black tea is your answer. Black tea contains flavonoids, much like dark chocolate, that help your blood vessels stay flexible and healthy. These compounds improve your body's ability to regulate blood flow, especially to the legs and feet, where circulation can often be sluggish.
Now, black teas are actually start out as green tea, and then they're actually oxidized until they turn black, and then they can actually be fermented as well. Now, black tea contains the same polyphenols, catechins, as green tea does. Maybe a little bit less because of the oxidation, but it's still there. And it turns out that same way the green tea is useful because of these catechins and polyphenols, black tea is also useful. And studies have been done in Italy of black tea and the impact of black tea on stem cells and vascular health. So they took older people who had definitely bad circulation and gave them black tea, 2 cups to drink for a day for a month. And they actually measured in their blood their stem cells. And what they found is that black tea would actually cause stem cells to come flying out into their circulation. These are stem cells normally found in the bone marrow that would actually repair the circulation and improve circulation. Now, how do they know this? Because they did flow-mediated dilation. They did that blood pressure test to see how well the blood vessels would rebound. And from compared to before black tea and then till after a month of black tea, they saw tremendous improvement. Now, here's what they also did, these researchers. They added whipped cream into the black tea to see what would actually happen. All right. And guess what? The whipped cream, the high dairy, remember, I've made other videos to actually tell you this. Dairy in milk or coffee will form little soap bubbles, and those soap bubbles trap the good stuff. They trap the polyphenols. So in the case of black tea, little dairy fat soap bubbles trap the catechins, the polyphenols. So when you drink the black tea, those soap bubbles roll down your gut, and you're not absorbing as much of the polyphenols. All right, you absorb some, but not as much. And that's exactly what they found when they had black tea and they added whipped cream to it. Probably tasted pretty good, honestly. It actually lowered the amount of stem cells that came out. Stem cells didn't come out quite as frequently. All right, and so that shows you you're not getting as many polyphenols, and that's one of the reasons why you don't want to use dairy milk in tea or coffee. Same thing will happen with coffee. Nut milk is fine. Oat milk is fine. Soy milk is actually fine. Just don't use dairy milk.
Incorporating 1 or 2 cups into your daily routine is an easy way to give your circulatory system a natural boost. And there you have it. From beans to dark chocolate, these foods can naturally boost your circulation, helping keep your legs and feet healthy and free from discomfort. By adding these simple yet powerful foods to your diet, you're not only improving your blood flow, you're taking a step toward a healthier, more vibrant you. Let us know in the comments which of these foods you'll be adding to your diet. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on how to use food to transform your health. Want to know more about foods that can improve your health? Check out this next video here.